7:35, coming at you live from the elliptical. 7 minutes, 14 seconds into my workout. Anxiety level really just sort of suboptimal. It's through the roof right now, and it's fueling me along. Let's get right into it. Pump up song of the day, Bad Blood, Taylor Swift. And you know, there was a lot of controversy about that when it first came out. And to her defense, she got like a whole team of medical people in there, and eventually even Dr. Oz came out and supported her and said, no, Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. I don't think she gets enough credit for her contributions to the scientific community. You know, in addition to everything else she does to enrich the world we live in. I picked this song because the truth is, and many of you may know already, and if you don't, you'll know soon, I have a little bit of bad blood right now. I'm in the middle of what you might call a press scandal, and not a good one. The place is just teeming with them. Phil is he's very anxious himself. He has been in the gym for like 5 hours. He's taking a little rest break now. I don't know how he's still standing. You won't even look. He's got his back to the window because he doesn't want the reporters to see him. But you know, as more news comes out about this Russia thing, I think most of you know at this point that I've come out and Phil has come out saying that we're the 9th and 10th people who were at those meetings. And that was a difficult confession to make. But the truth is I was letting fear hold me back. I was under the thumb of some very powerful people because of decisions I made early on in life that I don't feel good about now. But you know, I finally said enough is enough. I said, "Nyet." You know, I won't be privy to the lies anymore. And I'm wearing now, you know, some of you may recognize it. This was the gown I wore in, you know, the famous, or shall I say infamous, Miss Universe contest 2012. Came in around 7th, and it's how I of course know the Trumps. Someone had to represent for Moldova that year, and they picked me. It was quite an honor. My Moldovan roots run deep, but you know, I was young, I was anxious to get ahead, and the truth is I hired a professional hair and makeup stylist, and the Trumps found out, and boy, have they just been using that against me ever since. And you know, I wouldn't think it would come back to haunt me in this way, but when I turned out to be such a brilliant political mind, they sort of, you know, forced me into showing up at these meetings in Russia in exchange for their silence. And boy, I hate having anything to do with Russia because of my relationship with Putin. You know, as soon as I even set foot in a room with anyone who knows him, they're like handing me a thing of borscht, and they say, oh, this is from Vlad. He says it's red like blood from his heart, bombs only for you. And it makes me very uncomfortable. But you know, having now come out, told the truth, it feels really good and it feels liberating. And I'm thinking about sort of the scandal and what I've learned about it, you know, or what I've learned from it, other than the fact that, boy, Jared Kushner really knows how to command the respect of a room. And you know, whatever you think about the Trumps, there are ways that they conduct business that are effective. So, you know, let's see what we can glean from this sort of terrible situation and walk away knowing. And the first and most obvious is it's really good to be in business and sort of always surrounded by family. I think people who really got this were the, you know, those women in that charming documentary, Grey Gardens. They were a lot of fun, did a lot of singing, house full of cats. You know, distant relatives of Jackie O, they did not spend as much time with her as one might think, having watched the documentary. I mean, who wouldn't want to be there? But I think Jackie felt very threatened by John's relationship with Little Edie. She always said it was her cat allergies, but I think that's why she didn't want to go there. But you know, them along with the Trumps, great example of why families should really keep things, you know, insular. That's number one. Number two, discretion. You know, it's amazing to me that this information got out, but you know, they did all the right things. When I'm having a top secret government meeting that's highly illegal, I like to keep the group 15, 20 max. Anything more than that, and you're risking a leak. When I have something personal going on in my life, I don't tell anyone, other than my very tightest group of friends. That's of course Phil, Shakira, who is very tight-lipped, you know, shy. Tell her, she said, no me digo nada. And Linda Tripp, I always on my list, my tell list. So that's how you know you keep things, you know. And third, most important, and I didn't get to do a lot, the brush was very dumpling and kreplach heavy. You gotta always, to fuel whatever difficulties are going on in your life, eat protein all day.